With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, Prescott. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give to Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Prescott now on second down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here you go.
Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Tag 50, tag 50. Big 20, big 20. 4 down.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Set, lady.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And down to the 19-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Ajayi. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Trips right.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Hey, tag 50 left. Check. Set, lady. Hey, check right 34. Right 34. Hey, give me that. I need it.
Here's Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, 47.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26, 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here we go. All right, hey. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
They'll try to run forward with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go, 46. Good. 26. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Merriman. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, 47, 47. Take.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott shrugs him off. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's brought down after a good gain. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Stafford on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So out now come the Lions. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
On the ball, on the ball.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Johnson on the counter. And he's got some space here. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. A handoff to Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's a giant. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again to Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big gain of 31 on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Swing number 10, right. To the right.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
47, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go. All right, hey, 47. Hey, switch. Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We're going right there. We're going right there.
Again, it's Elliott. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
47. 26.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Down to the 25. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should
find 2 scores, so, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.